What is up, you awesome kisters? It's CistReactZ, guys. We're back again with another death battle. Today we're reacting to Ghost Rider versus Spann, Marvel versus Image Comics death battle. So hit the like button, subscribe to Death Battle, and comment down below and do the same for this reaction if you want more death battle. All right. I only know one thing about Ghost Rider, and that's the penance stare. But I don't know anything else about Spann. Like, I've seen Spann before, but I don't know Spann.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick. And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to
Here we
find
go.
out who would win a death battle. Johnny Blaze has always been a man possessed.
Wow, he really
Chasing
does
the
look like
thrill of
Nicolas
certain
Cage
doom
a little
by
bit.
Performing death-defying stunts, following the example of his adoptive father, Crash Simpson.
Until the day Crash lived up to his name and got cancer. Heartbroken and without enough Wampa fruit to save him, Johnny turned to the only thing that could. Chemotherapy.
devil.
Oh!
To cure Crash's cancer, Johnny sold his soul to Mephisto, king of the 8th layer of hell.
Oh,
Only for
I've heard that
Crash to
name before.
actually live up to his name right after.
But instead of scooping up Johnny's soul, Mephisto had something else in mind. He bound Johnny to an instrument of divine wrath, Zarathos, the spirit of vengeance.
What?
So Johnny Blaze lived up to his name and burst into hellfire. An undead skeleton biker with a sick-ass hug. The 5th scariest Nick Cage performance. The stuntman from
What
hell.
the fuck?
He called himself the Daredevil.
The
Sorry,
Daredevil.
Johnny, that name's taken.
Okay, then how about the...
Wait. Go back.
Bound Johnny to an scooping up Johnny's soul, Mephisto had something else in mind. He bound Johnny to an instrument of divine wrath, Zarathos, the spirit of vengeance.
So Johnny
Okay.
Rider.
Sure, we definitely didn't
That was
forget that we named the character.
I can't believe
the
I can't believe I skipped right back to where I was too. That's funny.
same thing only 5 years earlier. All you.
The Ghost Rider was bad news for Earth sinners and scumbags.
Bro was
He's
6'2".
strong enough to pull down skyscrapers, blow up mountains, and cause earthquakes that can be
Oh.
felt across whole countries.
Don't even think about fighting back. He can remake his whole body from the hellfire that engulfs him,
Okay.
making him immune to all physical damage. Only holy weapons
Ghost Rider's body is mystical in nature and not subject to limitations such as fatigue. Okay, attempts to tamper with his biological makeup have been proven effective.
that
Yeah,
target
ineffective.
his soul can harm him.
It's not just his body.
He's got
his
a
whole
game?
arsenal is hellfire. Ghosty can create anything he can think of, from an infinite stream of chains, a shotgun packed with fiery rounds, or a flaming missile barfed right out of his mouth.
Okay.
Life goals.
And he can imbue other objects with hellfire, such as his hell cycle.
This
Oh,
man
okay,
has
so that's what it's
like
called.
outpaced Thor's hammer Mjolnir, which can cross the universe in seconds.
Hellfire is a weapon in and of itself, whether shot out of his hands, raining down from the sky, or released from his...
Oh. Okay.
His boner, Wiz. Get it?
That's gotta burn.
And it doesn't just scorch flesh. Hellfire is so deadly, it can burn away your very...
You know, that's kind of funny too. Sorry for pausing. I am going to be doing another Undertale Let's Play. So if you guys want me to continue with that, let me know in the comments down below. I don't know. Just seeing Sans on the side of the screen just reminded me that I had to let y'all know that. But yeah, this time I'm going to try to finish Undertale.
soul.
This technique would be
My
mastered
hellfire
by
can seal
Johnny's
your soul.
successor, his own brother, Danny Ketch.
Oh yeah, Johnny's not the only Ghost Rider. And
Oh.
Danny was the first to master their most famous move. You know, the one that burns your soul to smithereens with just a look. The penance stare.
Yeah, the penance
Penance
shit.
stare inflicts upon its victims every ounce of pain they ever wreaked upon others. Every cruelty, no matter how small or righteous, is reflected back. A biblical punishment.
That's
Stop
fucking
obliterating your
crazy.
soul. It even works.
Danny, at the time, had absorbed numerous spirits of vengeance to overpower Johnny. Later, Johnny proved to be this fucking superior. Ghost Rider's crazy.
On other Ghost Riders, like when Johnny and Danny got into a staring contest and Danny actually depowered Johnny.
Eyes are windows to the soul, so the Ghost Rider must be able to match his victim's gaze for the penance stare to work. Some people have survived it, like the Punisher supposedly
Damn!
because he didn't regret his actions, but it did work on him on other occasions.
That's
Well,
crazy.
Johnny can adjust how deadly it is, and it doesn't
Wait.
necessarily.
So Just so I can understand everything. If you get mad that I'm rewinding back just to understand shit, then I don't know why you're watching reaction videos.
Survived it, like the able to match his victims.
I don't even know why I'm
Johnny,
apologizing.
Eyes are windows to the soul, so the Ghost Rider must be able to match his victim's gaze for them to understand his actions. But it did work on him on other occasions.
So if you can't see his eyes and or don't regret your actions, you'll be okay, I think.
Can adjust how deadly it is, and it doesn't necessarily have to kill you. He can use the stare to read minds, force you to confess info, or just show you the error of your ways.
Remember, the Ghost Rider is two souls in one body, with the kinder Johnny battling the demon Zarathos in a war of control.
So Zarathos is the bones.
Faustian bargain. All the power in the world, but if you want it, it uses you. Because if Johnny gives in, the demon's full might will take over, and then everything is screwed.
Zarathos' strength
that's insane.
boundless. He can open up portals between dimensions, control the elements, pen and stare.
Asgard is shown to be in higher dimensional space and beyond the final universe, as Marvel Multiverse contains an infinite set of universes. This means Asgard's distance from Earth is infinite.
An entire city and fly all the way to Asgard, which is a literal infinite distance away.
He's manhandled some of Marvel's heaviest hitters, like Thor, World War Hulk, and Doctor Strange.
Damn!
Hell, Strange said Zarathos is a threat to all realms, mortal and immortal.
Damn!
Hyperbole? Think again. The Archangel Zadkiel said that the power of the Ghost Rider could threaten all of existence, and even bring down heaven itself.
Right before an army of Ghost Riders did just that. Yeah, an army. The spirits of vengeance are legion.
As far back as the Great Flood, humans have been bonded to the vestiges of God's power to act as his divine wrath on Earth. A sort of heavenly black ops.
Okay, wait, does that make Zarathos an angel now? Or is he still a demon?
Both? Neither? Despite being one of the greatest
He's just
entities in
Zarathos in my
existence,
eyes.
It's unclear. What we do know is that age
Like, to say angel, he's sided with God. To say demon, he's probably sided with Satan. Now, that motherfucker's apparently just, in these comics, stronger than both. So, shit.
Zarathos feasted on souls and battled Mephisto for rulership of his realm.
Battled Mephisto.
Ever the trickster, claimed victory and gained control of Zarathos
Wait, so is Mephisto basically Satan in the Marvel comics then?
forevermore. Hence how he could bond him to Johnny.
But Zarathos got his revenge against that big red bitch with another Ghost Rider, Alejandra Jones. Bet you wish you had one more day to fix that hole in your chest, huh?
Comic book fan punching bag though he may be, Mephisto is unbelievably powerful. A battle with him could cause omniversal Armageddon.
What the fuck
Fitting
does that
as his
mean?
fight with Galactus rents the cosmos asunder.
And Galactus' fights can destroy all of Marvel's infinite multiverse. That's the kind of awesome power at Zarathos' disposal. Total cosmic annihilation.
So it was no surprise when Johnny went down to the underworld and took Hell's throne for himself, usurping the devil that ruined his life and finally grabbing destiny by the handlebars.
That fucking Hellfire crown actually kind of goes crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you. That shit goes hard. All right, I'm back. Sorry about pausing that. All right.
Scoring the total power of hell itself.
All right, it's on
plus
pause.
a sick-ass upgrade.
He what?
Scoring the total power of hell itself, plus a sick-ass upgrade. The damnation stare,
What the fuck is the damnation?
which skips the whole every pain you've ever inflicted thing and just sends you straight to hell.
Oh? As King of Hell, Johnny broke through a million different enchantments placed by Doctor Strange and Wong, damn, and harmed Lilith. Oh, so there's more than just Mephisto down there, who planned to merge all the netherworlds.
No shot.
As they say though, uneasy lies the head that wears the crown. Johnny began an obsessive crusade to capture all of Hell's escaped demons.
Damn.
But by using his new power to damn them to hell, he began absorbing their evil. feeding
Oh,
off it,
shit.
And it corrupted him. Once again, Johnny Blaze was a man.
Use pen and stare. Dude, I just started like reading that shit. Use pen and stare on a whole fucking city? Took a missile that should have destroyed the angel Saint Michael, fought the Avengers to a standstill, defeated Strange, Mephisto, Null? Damn.
Possessed.
In truth, Johnny was just as trapped by Hell's power as he'd always been, and he needed Danny's help to pull him out of the darkness.
Though he gave up Hell's throne, the Ghost Rider continues his war against demons without and within, mentoring his fellow Ghost Riders in the ways of vengeance, always prowling the highways for the evil and the profane.
An unstoppable engine of judgment that, with just a glance,
90s Ghost Rider
could make
goes
the
hard.
Galactus himself shit his pants.
Maybe one day he'll find salvation in the eyes of one of his victims.
Cause they sure as hell won't find any in his.
I wonder if they'll bring him
This battle is
back.
sponsored by Robin Hood Gold.
Like, has he actually been properly brought back in the MCU? Because last time I seen the MCU, like anything, I think they were teasing Galactus. So I wonder if... And they're also bringing Fantastic Four back, so I think I'm right about seeing Galactus. So I wonder if they'll bring him back and the Ghost Rider back too, because he can beat Galactus from what they're saying.
Al Simmons was one thing, he was a killer.
There we go.
If Al Simmons was one thing,
Al
he
Simmons.
was a killer.
A lieutenant colonel in the U.S. Army and the CIA's most decorated
Spawn was
assassin,
a military
Simmons
guy?
upheld democracy around the globe at the barrel of a gun, painting the third world in red, white, and blue, but mostly red.
Until his final fateful mission when, per his boss's orders, Al was fired.
The
Damn.
burning was only getting started because Al's immortal soul was on a one-way trip to hell.
Where he cut a deal with Malvosia, the big, naked lord of the 8th Circle of Hell.
By their pact, Simmons would be reborn a Hell Spawn, a superpowered commander of Hell's armies, in exchange for seeing his wife one more time.
Oh, buddy, you're just asking to get monkey's pawed.
Al Simmons returned from the dead as a decaying zombie 5 years later, after his wife had already remarried
Damn.
and had a daughter.
There,
Damn.
you saw her. Now get back to work, bitch.
Thus was born the
That's crazy.
undead warrior from Hell itself, Spawn.
He's so 90s that he comes all the way back around to being the coolest thing ever. Look upon his edge
He's
wizard
6'3".
and despair.
Spawn would violently defend New York's downtrodden, while slowly uncovering the full breadth of his demonic powers.
He's like a walking superpower encyclopedia. He can fly, teleport, turn invisible and intangible, move things with his mind.
Intangible?
Control, turn invisible and intangible.
Intangible is crazy. Nah, intangible is crazy. That's fucking huge. Isn't that what Ken from Fist of the North Star can do too? If I'm right about Muso Tensei, because that shit's huge. Like, to not be touched is insane.
Move things with his mind, make force fields, control the elements and the weather, and even stop time. Speaking of time, he can fly so fast, he literally breaks into other dimensions and smashes time as a concept.
He
Get
can
the
manipulate
fuck
matter,
outta here.
Shifting his own body or transmuting other objects and people. He can even control and absorb your soul.
Wait, Wiz, if he can rearrange molecules and crap, why doesn't he just fix his uggo face?
Well, he tried to do that, but Malvosia cursed him so that he could only make himself... yeah.
Oh, it's petty trolling.
Nah, that's some bullshit.
Himself.
What the fuck? Not this again. This can't be. I'm a black man. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, it's petty trolling like that gets you a throne in hell.
To be
That's some
fair,
bullshit.
Spawn can achieve a similar result with illusions and mental manipulation. He can read and control minds, implant and replace memories, or
Implant and
simply
replace
drive
memories.
you mad.
Spawn can do all of this crazy shit because he runs on necroplasm. Basically, hell juice.
You're not wrong. Necroplasm is the energy that makes up hell itself. Al's undead body is composed of 400 pounds of it.
He can wield it like an energy blaster empowered by the sins of others. Spawn can absorb your evil and feed off of it. By simply walking on Earth, Spawn feels all of humanity's pain all at once.
He's even absorbed the sins of 8 million New Yorkers instantly,
Damn.
cleansing them of their evil.
Like Jesus?
Or he can do the reverse and make you experience the full weight of your own sins, feeling every bit of pain
Like a penance
ever
stare.
inflicted on others over your whole life.
Like some sort of Penance.
Though Spawn's necroplasm comes with a catch.
Yeah, he's got unlimited amount of the stuff, and it drains every time he uses his powers.
Damn.
If he runs out, he's dragged back to hell.
Even depowered, Spawn can rely on his elite military training in hand-to-hand combat. He's even fought back.
Batman? That might come in handy, by the way. If he like uses all of his stuff, he just has to go back to hell. But wouldn't he be able to come right back up?
Every time.
The more you use your energy, the faster you come to us. My bad. The Sorya you use is the less chance you have of stopping evil around you. Either way, I will eventually end up owning your soul. Damn, that's crazy.
Time he uses his powers. If he runs out, he's dragged back to hell.
Even depowered, Spawn can rely on his elite military training in
Oh,
hand-to-hand
depowered
combat.
Spawn can go
He's
crazy.
even fought Batman to a standstill.
And
To a
as
standstill.
befits his past profession, he loves his big-ass 90s guns.
Though his greatest
That's crazy how Batman was even like a worthy like thing to say, hey, let's pin him against. That's why Batman is my favorite, man.
weapon is the sentient being he's genetically and spiritually bonded to, his cloak. Letha of the 7th House of K.
You ever wonder why his cape's red? Nope, well, now you are, and it's red because it's made from the apple Eve ate in the Garden of Eden. It's
What?
literally made of original sin. Oh, and also the souls of a million sinners, including every one of hell's victims. Also a touch of vampire for good measure.
K7 Letha is constantly evolving. It can act independently to defend Spawn with an infinite stream of chains, transform into weapons, or drain people of their power. It is the most potent
Ghost Rider might
weapon
be
hell
fucked.
has ever created.
It even helps Spawn
Like,
beat the
I'm surprised about hearing about Ghost Rider's feats because I didn't even know he was that fucking crazy. I didn't even know Ghost Rider was two people technically, or two things. Like that, like Ghost Rider is omniversal. Like that's a fucking universal fucking threat, existence threat. This motherfucker has intangibility, just draining your energy. I don't know. He might be fucked.
primordial
And I want Ghost
dark
Rider to
god
win.
Burson, who can destroy and eat your soul with just a glare.
Except the soul's bond.
Wait, let me go back because I was talking.
Ever created.
It even helps.
Power. It is the most potent weapon hell has ever created.
It even helps Spawn
Yeah.
beat the primordial dark god Burson, who can destroy and eat your soul with just a glare.
Except
Yeah,
the soul's
Ghost Rider's
bonded
fucked.
to Spawn acted as a buffer, allowing him to survive. The soul's
God Burson, who can destroy and eat your soul with just a glare.
except the souls bonded to Spawn acted as a buffer, allowing him to survive.
You'd think with an arsenal like that, he'd be unstoppable. But Hellspawns have a weakness to holy weapons and can be killed permanently
Damn.
if decapitated by one.
Though Spawn has managed to survive this in the past. No, Spawn's greatest weakness is his own, how do I put this? Stupidity.
So Spawn fought this angel lady, Angela. Great name for an angel. She had this dimensional lance that could wipe Hellspawn out of existence, and Spawn got it. But instead of, being cautious around a mysterious angel weapon that hurts him, he just had to push the big shiny button and activate it on himself.
Fucking
And so,
idiot.
Spawn was forever destroyed.
Fucking
until he
idiot.
reconfigured reality to undo his own inexistence.
There we are.
This-
good
no,
as
Ghost Rider's
new.
dead.
That
He's dead.
has to be the
Ghost
first
Rider's
time
dead.
We've seen someone accidentally kill themselves and survive.
On his quest
Ghost Rider's
as
dead.
Hell's greatest warrior, Spawn has defeated a serial killer ice cream man, a demonic clown, and even his old boss remade by heaven into an anti-Spawn. He's even encountered other Hellspawn.
Killing bad guys might seem counterintuitive if you work for a Hell Lord, but it actually just adds more souls to Balbosia's army. An army Spawn would have to lead in a war
This-
with heaven that
this
would
is fucking
kill
crazy.
all of humanity.
Because the reason Malbolgia chose Al to be his commander wasn't that he was some great...
Souls to Balbosia's army. If you work for a Hell Lord, but it actually just adds more souls to Balbosia's army. An army Spawn would have to lead in a war with heaven that'd kill all of humanity.
Because the reason Malbolgia
damn.
chose Al to be his commander wasn't that he was some great warrior. It was because Al had proven that he was the best at taking orders.
All his life
Shit.
and all his death, Al was nothing more than a hired gun.
But he knew it, and he would do so no more.
So Spawn marched down to hell and ripped Balbosia's fucking head off. With a scream so loud it echoed through all of reality, Spawn became the king of the 8th circle of hell.
As king, Spawn is literally a part of hell itself, gaining access to an unlimited pool of energy that increases 100-fold with every heartbeat.
'Kay.
He's effectively omnipotent in there.
'Kay.
Strong enough to challenge other hell lords like Mammon and Satan.
He got so strong, the only thing left was to finally resolve the war between heaven and hell.
But Spawn needed help from the being who created this god and Satan to begin with, the mother of existence, Gaia.
She wasn't cool with her kids being total assholes, so she appointed Spawn to be the universe's savior.
By eating the fruit from the Tree of Life, Spawn became truly divine, capable of battling God and Satan in a stalemate for
And he wasn't
eternity that
truly divine yet doing all this shit.
extinguished all life on Earth.
And each of them are powerful enough to create and control infinitely sized universes.
Spawn broke the stalemate by letting God and Satan destroy him, only for Gaia to separate the two from the reality they threatened.
Then, just like that time with the Lance, Spawn respawned and recreated the Earth. Poof, good as new.
Finally freed of the weight of heaven and hell, Al asked to be reborn as a human. But he knew in his heart he deserved to carry on his undead penance in perpetuity.
He's a creature of the 90s, Wiz. He won't be happy unless he can angstily brood over the injustice of his own existence.
Though if you threaten the alley he calls home, beware, because Spawn will turn whatever's left of your life into a living hell.
I don't know. I
Battle is sponsored
I don't
by
know.
Draft
I don't know.
That CC.
Oh,
for
right. I completely forgot to do my policy since since this shit has been crazy. I feel bad for. I always usually feel bad for skipping content creators sponsorships. So if any of what Death Battle has been talking about today interests you, go check out their sponsorship stuff in the description below. Holy shit! Both of them sound OP as hell, but Spawn sounds a little bit more OP, so...
Right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data
Is
through
Spawn
all
in Call of Duty?
It's time for one hell of a death battle!
I know he's in Mortal Kombat. I didn't know he was in COD, though. Here we go.
Looks like these drive men insane. Brimstone in the air. Something's coming. If it wants a piece of me, there'll be hell to pay.
Go back to the pit you squirmed from, Hellspawn.
Make me.
Damn! Just pulled out 2 guns on him. If I'm... And I might be mistaken since I only heard it once, but... don't you need, like, a divine weapon? Or like a angelic divine weapon to kill Spawn? So I don't... How are they gonna kill each other? And plus, Ghost Rider could just use Hellfire to bring himself back. So is this gonna be a stalemate?
If you care, it's nothing personal. Vengeance calls.
Damn!
Sloppy, you fight like a bum.
You've earned your damnation.
Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Now he's infinite. Sent his ass to hell, then got sent there himself, too.
To hell, motherfucker.
Bro don't know he owns it, though. Infused it with Hellfire. Time stop! Yo.
Be damned. Yes, you will.
Damnation. Oh, he did the scorpion. Not him hitting him with the Call of Duty zombie scream. He just turned into the fucking, what is it, anti-spawn?
Cannot disguise your wickedness. God forbid.
Or Holy Spawn? I forgot what that one was called. But I just know he can do that. These motherfuckers are fighting in 2 different dimensions right now. This shit's crazy. Damn!
Al Simmons, your sins
Yeah, this one just kills you straight up, right? So he's fucked.
I eat sin for breakfast. Have a taste of your own goddamn medicine.
He lies. He is the Prince of Lies. Wait, I'm an innocent.
This nigga sent back every penance stare? This nigga depowered him with every penance stare he's ever done.
It's like you said, nothing personal, asshole.
Holy shit!
God damn!
Literally. This was a nail-biter of a battle that pitted Ghost Rider's immeasurable power against Spawn's skill and versatility. Let's break this down into 4 categories.
First up, power.
I think that's what he did. Again, I heard all of this just for the first time, and I kind of low-key just kind of let them keep talking as they kept talking about this godly, omni-fucking universal power. Like, but I think he sent back every fucking penance stare he's ever done to him.
Divine Spawn could match God and Satan, who could create universes similar in scale to Ghost
Divine
Rider's
Spawn.
bouts with a lot of the powerhouses in Marvel.
But Zarathos was different. Remember, his power can match that of Mephisto and Galactus, who can threaten all of Marvel's infinite cosmic.
Spawn can affect infinite timelines and bulk spaces such as the overlap, but Zarathos is a threat to an infinite number of infinite multiverses, infinite timelines, higher dimensions, transcendent realms, and the bulk space connecting up.
reality, far greater than any cosmos Spawn has ever affected. Even though Spawn's battled and defeated Satan in more recent comics, implying he's retained a level of power similar to his divine form, he couldn't match Zarathos in power alone.
Ghost Rider may take power, but remember, Johnny actively resists Zarathos' influence, so Spawn may have had time in the fight to learn and adapt to Ghost Rider before he went full Blue Fury.
And Spawn definitely had the edge in skill. He spent decades in military combat and is a master martial artist, whereas Johnny more so relies on his invincibility.
The ultimate dream power for a stuntman. Even with his
Johnny Blaze once claimed only God can destroy Ghost Riders permanently. However, as shown as Ghost Rider Volume blah, 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 and blah, 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 separating a spirit of vengeance from their host is fatal to the former, regardless of God's involvement.
crazy powers, Ghost Rider was a lot more direct than Spawn, pretty much entirely focused on attacking the soul.
Which doesn't bode well for his versatility. Spawn can stop time, manipulate matter, turn intangible, control minds, warp reality. The Ghost Rider had a much more limited arsenal by comparison. Spawn had a huge advantage in this category.
Though with his invincibility, way greater power, and the ability to scorch your soul to nothing, Ghost Rider could score the win through brute force, right?
Not exactly. The
I
last piece
just noticed that he tried to resist the fucking
Ghost Rider
stare.
could score the win through
I just realized that.
brute force, right?
Shit was too
Not
late though.
Exactly. The last piece of the puzzle is their resistances. Basically, who was harder to kill. Spawn's constant mainlining of humanity's collective sin and pain meant he could survive attacks on his soul, including the penance stare, just like he resisted a very similar attack from Urizen.
Best of all, remember the time he rewrote reality to undo his own inexistence?
There was nothing the Ghost Rider could do to overpower that. And
Yeah.
that time with the Lance wasn't planned, it was purely instinctual. He could replicate it any time he wanted, like in his fight with God and Satan.
So how do you put Spawn down for good? Well, you can't. At least Johnny and Zarathos couldn't.
Unlike how Ghost Rider's soul has been vulnerable to attack before, like when Danny used the penance stare to depower Johnny.
This sort of thing actually happens a lot, even in recent comics.
Mephisto claims stealing Ghost Rider's soul would be difficult, but only through trickery. In Ghost Rider 06, Danny stole spirits of vengeance from Ghost Riders worldwide, including Johnny. Johnny's soul has also been stolen by Moondark.
The whole reason Johnny and Zarathos are bonded in the first place is because Zarathos' soul was manipulated by Mephisto.
And not only does Spawn have plenty of experience manipulating souls, he can replicate the effect of the penance stare itself.
And
Okay,
just
so I
think
was
about
right.
that. A penance stare on Zarathos would mean he's feeling the pain from every penance stare that he's ever done. A
Yeah,
penance
it's fucking crazy.
squared.
The Damnation Stare, on the other hand, actively helped Spawn, sending him to hell where he gets a literal infinite power boost.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just Spawn's soul powers that had spelled trouble. He had other ways to bypass Ghost Rider's
Should've thought about
immortality
that, too.
like transmutation, rewriting reality, or just straight up stealing his powers, which has worked on multiple Ghost Riders in the past.
Giving Spann the final edge. Zarathos was almost unbeatable, a massive power advantage, soul destruction,
Yeah, I just-
immortality, but Spann could counter everything thrown at him. And
Literally.
was too unkillable for Zarathos'
Literally.
strength advantage to matter in the long run against his crazier abilities.
That was
Like when they were just mentioning Ghost or Spawn, my head started to literally hurt. Like that. Like I don't know if there was like a point where I tilted my head because this shit was just starting to hurt. Like it was over when they just kept going down the list.
one hell of a fight.
I knew
And
Ghost Rider was
Johnny went
cooked.
out in a blaze of glory.
The winner is Spann.
Next time on Death Battle.
I don't know who like. Oh, damn! They doing another anime one. That means I'm gonna have to not watch the power the power describes because they're gonna use manga material. Damn! But Shigaraki though? Wait, isn't Mahito the one who can like change the like shape of your soul? The blue-haired one? Trying to see. No, that's a Shigaraki clip, I think. Oh shit! I skipped. Uh oh. Where are we at now? Oh, we're on a Raito's video. Okay. All right. You know what? I'll watch it when it comes out. But yeah, that was Ghost Rider versus Spawn. If you guys want to see more Death Battles, hit the like button, comment down below. I'll see y'all later. Peace out, and shout outs to my boy Raito's for appearing in the video. He makes theories. Go check him out.